To create a test bank that you can share with other teachers, here's what you need to do. In your account, go to your resources. Go to your personal resources. And then, and this is important here, do not create things in your home collection here. This home collection is for you, but it cannot be shared with others. So what you want to do is create a new collection. Click on this box. And let's say that we have several of us who are teaching a course in organ design. So that's what I'm going to call this, organ design. Now go to that collection and you're going to add resources. And I'm going to add a question bank. So let's call this, you can have several question banks. So we're going to have one question bank for each major unit in the course. The first unit is going to be Baroque organ design. Click Create. Now click on that. Now you can add questions within this. So you have all the typical question types, true, false, multiple choice, so on. So we're going to have a short answer or essay question. So the first question I want to create is explain the work principle of Baroque organ design. And remember, you can use formatting. I'm going to italicize that since it's a foreign word. And so I can leave everything else. If I had a rubric I wanted to grade that by, I could go put that here. So we create the question. So there's my first question. So let's add another question. What is the difference between a French read and a German read? And again, click Create Question, and so on. So then I have a test bank, and I can go on creating questions about this unit. I can go back here to my main folder of organ design, and I can add other test banks for different units. If I want to have something that, for example, is on contemporary organ design or whatever it is. So you have a test bank for each unit. So you create your questions this way, and the key here is that you want to create questions that are fundamental to your course. These are the things that when a student finishes this unit, no matter who the teacher is, these are the important things that they should know when they finish this unit. So in this unit on Baroque organ design, I want to be sure they understand what the principle of organ design is. I want to be sure that they understand the difference between French and German reeds, and so on. So these are the things that are essential. There may be other things that you teach in the course that you might even test on, but these are the things that you say, these are the crucial elements. So we've designed now our test bank. The next thing to do is to share this with others, because you want the other teachers who are teaching this course to be able to access it as well. So you go up here, when you're in your folder here on organ design, you go here to the share option. Now you find the people that you're going to share it with. I have several accounts, so I'm going to share it there. Click Add People. Now, both myself and the other teacher are able to access the same set of questions. But now let's see how you would use this on a practical level. So we have a course. I'm not going to create a new course here. We're just going to put it here in this class. But I'm going to make a test now. So I'm going to say Baroque organ design unit test. We'll give it the date. We give it whatever category we're going to give it, the grading scale, just like you usually do. So I'm creating the test. Now when I want to add questions, I go here, and when I say add question, I'm going to go to From Question Banks. So I click that. Here I can either select the questions that I want, particular questions, or I can allow Schoology to select random questions for me. And when it selects random questions for me, it can either select random questions and every student would get the same random set of questions, or it can set up so that each student gets a different set of random questions. But for this case, I'm just going to say, let me pick out the questions that I'm going to include in this test. So I'll pick out individual questions. I go here under Resources to Organ Design. Here's the test bank. Now I can select the questions I want. You could say, okay, just select some for me. And you could say select one or two, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and select, I think both of those are important. I'm going to include both of those on this test, and you can go ahead and assign them the points and then add the questions. And then here's your test. So the advantage here is that when you have several teachers who are teaching the same material, several teachers are teaching this course on organ design, because it's a very popular class, they can be asking the same unit questions to be sure that the teachers have the same expectations for the students. That's the key here. You know that they're getting this, that the students are getting the same material and they have the same expectations that they're being assessed on at the end of the unit. So this helps you to be able to share these questions and to be sure that your teachers are united in what they're teaching.